Okay, so we reload. Reload. Check. There it is. It's 7.1. I finally fucking narrowed it down. I thought it was. I finally fucking narrowed it down. I thought it was. Jesus Christ, man. Fucking Streamlabs, worthless piece of fucking horse shit. Goddamn fucking program. I fucking smacked the guy who fucking designed it. I'd really like to see him in the street. I'd smack him down in the fucking street for the amount of goddamn horse shit that he's fucking put me through. Sue him. Fucking put him in jail. I'm serious. Fuck him. He's seriously like a bad thief. I'd like to see him in jail. And I'm just gonna leave it at that. The guy who makes Streamlabs should be in jail. With the amount of horse shit and fucking like straight up everyday fucking horse shit that I deal with Streamlabs, I seriously want to sue him for fucking like seriously like mental fucking like anguish and torment and like cruel and unusual torture. It's just like cruel and unusual torture having to use Streamlabs. It's like, Jesus Christ, man. How did you build a business off this program? Oh, it's hard to watch. You're like, oh, man, the failure. Ooh, it's pretty deep with this one. Streamlabs fails all day long, every day, for years. For years, it's going to be like this until someone comes along and topples the thief. You know, it's like Nixon or something. Until somebody comes along and prosecutes the thief, they're just going to keep stealing and phoning in goddamn bullshit programs that don't work. You know, somebody's got to do something now. It's gotten too far. They just steal right in our face. They stand there and steal right to your face. Oh, program doesn't work, tough titty. Oh, but I paid for this. No, tough titty. Tough titty, sorry. No, tough titty. Don't care if you pay for it. We can just do what we want. We're thieves and we phone in software that barely works and we charge you hundreds of dollars, which equals billions when you do it to millions of people. And we stole the billions of dollars and we lobby Washington and we suck each other's dicks and we steal your money and fuck each other and rip you off. And we've never prosecuted them ever. And short people got no reason to fucking live. Short people design Streamlabs. You can tell it because it doesn't work. Never has, never will work. Never has, never will. Streamlabs won't work in 2050. It's a program that is inherently written on broken code, you know? It'll never work. In 2050, they'll still not have a Streamlabs that works. They must start over. Their code is completely garbage. It will never work, you know? I know it when I see it. So, there you go. You want to be a streamer? You want to get all that clout, get all that fucking attention and stuff? Get used to sucking on Streamlabs' fucking dick and failing all day and watching your career get torched by a fucking program. You will get used to it. All of us deal with it. All of us. That's what they don't tell you in the background. Because they think it's funny. They think the public thinks, oh man, streamer's such a good job. Gotta be a streamer. Want to be a streamer and stuff. And we all go, they don't know that you have to deal with Streamlabs. And we don't tell you or warn you. But it is a little inside joke. you want to be a streamer. Deal with Streamlabs like the rest of us. And when you do, you'll understand. Deal with Streamlabs like the rest of us. And, you know, go ahead, sure. You want to be a streamer? Please do. I don't care if you want to be a streamer or not. But I'll tell you this, right? You've got to deal with Streamlabs now, and that's the worst thing that can ever happen to anybody. The worst thing, I would say murder or rape is probably better than years and years and years of Streamlabs failure. I would say suicide, murder, or rape is far, far superior than the mental torture and anguish that dealing with Streamlabs for years causes. Absolutely. I fundamentally believe this. I would take suicide, rape, or torture over the forced bullshit that I have to deal with Streamlabs in the last 15 months. Absolutely. But hands down, I value those other things more, I would say. I get canceled saying this, but I don't care. The amount of horse shit and fucking shit that I deal with Streamlabs on the daily, with their billion-dollar fucking theft and the amount of time that they steal from me on the fucking daily with their horse shit program that barely fucking works, or OBS or whatever, it doesn't matter. They've never created a streamer program that works. Never, ever. Not yet, you know? So... there we go. So yeah, you want to be a streamer, huh? Sure, go ahead. Yeah, we all really want to encourage you to be streamers because we all think it's secretly kind of sick and funny that you had to learn to deal with Streamlabs. We do. We got that Dr. Evil pinky on our fucking mouth. And we're like, so, you want to be a streamer, huh? Oh, man. It's just money, clout, and girls, right? That's all it is, right? It's just money, clout, and girls. Oh, man. Then you have to deal with Streamlabs. So understand what you're getting into when you understand you will deal with like 25 hours of heartache with Streamlabs about every week. So it's like an abusive relationship, Streamlabs. It's like your father would come to beat you every single day. I would say I would prefer that over what Streamlabs does to me. Streamlabs does it to me mentally, which is far worse. I would take a physical beating or a rape or even almost death, really, over what Streamlabs does to me mentally, because you can't get out of the Streamlabs mental abuse. You can't get out of it. I mean, physical abuse, you can just run. But Streamlabs abuse, you just have to take. You know, the amount of failure and fucked up code and broken programs, resets you have to do every day, and all the broken audio and the video and all that shit. It's like an abusive relationship where you're just a slave to a broken code program that should be investigated by the government for the amount of fucking theft and scam that it actually commits. That I can prove on stream in front of a court of law. Full-blown theft that it creates, you know? So anyways, and so we'll get off on this little bit now, but every time Streamlab fails, I promised myself I would go on a 20-minute rant and I would tell everybody who cared to fucking listen exactly what the fucking truth is. Every time Streamlabs fucks me for another 4 months and I stream to kick with broken voice or whatever the fuck Streamlabs bullshit abuse, it's called abuse. The amount of abuse I deal with Streamlabs on the fucking daily and shit, right? Doesn't matter. OBS doesn't matter. Everybody thinks go change the program if you don't like it. None of the programs work. They're all the same goddamn program. They're all the same program and they don't work. Trust me, I've tried them all. A lot. None of them work. None of them work. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, so I promised myself I would give a nice little 20-minute rant every time Streamlabs fucked me in the ass lately, so that eventually, if I ever have anybody, they can understand what it's actually like. You know what I'm saying? I'm not doing this for you. I'm doing this for me. So I can have a personal fucking history, you know what I'm saying? And I'm putting it indelibly on the personal fucking history. What it was like to deal with Streamlabs in 2023. Which I thought was basically a fate worse than death, rape, or murder. Or like death, rape, or suicide. It's like a fate worse than death, rape, or suicide. Because those things you can control. The Streamlabs you can't control. It's just this mental abuse and basically rape of your time and your fucking like dignity and shit. That's like the like akin to a really toxic relationship, like your father who beats you or something like that. That's what it's like to use Streamlabs. So you want to be a streamer? Go ahead and use Streamlabs, and you can go see what it's like. Go see what it's like. Piece of shit, worthless ass breakdown program, 50 times a day. Piece of shit fucking program. Fucking scam theft. Jesus Christ, man. Lawyers, where are you? I need you to sue Streamlabs. Fucking sue Streamlabs for the amount of goddamn... Where's the Better Business Bureau torching their fucking reputation? All you have to do is take it into a court of law and try to run Streamlabs live. That's all you gotta do. And you'll understand that it's like one of the worst thefts ever created. Ever conceived of. And fucking prosecute these fucking thieves. Seriously, I prosecute them, man. All you gotta do is run the Streamlabs in a court of law, and you'll understand how much software development theft they're actually up to. It won't run in the court of law the same way it won't run for me. You know what I'm saying? So, like, you know, put it in a court of law. Show a fucking jury the amount of theft that these guys are up to. The amounts of billions that they steal on like a decade basis, you know? Just on fucking software that doesn't work. And I want a prosecution now. Really, really bad. Let's just keep on this quest for hours and hours and hours, like I always do, while I try to figure out what the fuck this retard designer is thinking. Recruitment Blues, the worst, literally the worst quest ever designed. Recruitment Blues, the worst quest ever designed. Recruitment Blues, hands down, Guinness Book of World Records, the worst, most deplorable fucking shit-ass quest ever designed. Recruitment Blues, the worst quest ever designed. Ever designed in any video game. Recruitment Blues, the worst fucking quest ever designed in any video game. It'll eat 50 hours of your time, no problem. For what? A piece of shit reward on an intro on a side quest for a fucking faction. Fuck you, Bethesda. You don't have to live through this. You just create it. You know, fuck you. You should, like, man, how did this get past testing? It's how is it still past testing? When I see a quest like this in my game 7 years later, you have somebody like somebody writing a YouTube video about the 1,000 glitches of 76, and I guarantee it, Recruitment Blues came up as one of the major ones. You know what I'm saying? One of the major fuck ups. You know what I'm saying? And so now that they're making, you know, 10 million view fucking YouTube videos about how bad you are, Bethesda, you don't think you might need to patch this fix? You don't think you might need to fix it? Just saying. This is just disgusting watching this fucking quest, man. It's disgusting. So let's go back to the YouTube and pray I can figure out where the fuck this is. It's the worst quest ever designed. I'm watching the YouTube video, and he's getting me lost because the layout is impossible. It's just... Okay, past the bell. I gotta find the bell. Okay, around here is a bell. Like a bell. Past the bell. Is the bell out front? I can't remember where the bell is. It's like... He lost me again. God damn it, man. I hate how you guys do this stupid shit. It's so dumb. Why do you design quests like this? It's like torture. It's like a torture, man. I don't know if I can really handle it right now. I don't think I can handle this quest right now, man. You're horseshit. Like, Jesus Christ. Literally, the fucking mobs are on a 60-minute respawn, and this is the 4th time they've respawned. I've been here 4 fucking hours trying to puzzle my way through this shit-ass quest. Why would you torture people like this, you fucking assholes? Fucking assholes. Fucking assholes. Why are you torturing me like this? Why is that guy shooting me right now through all this goddamn cover? Where did he come from? Okay. Die. He wasn't here a second ago, but sure, you can show up in my fucking face. Yeah, go ahead. When you see where this is... Oh my god. Oh my god, it really is the worst quest ever designed. It's so bad. It's so bad. My god, it's fucking bad. Okay. Oh my god, I've got to trace it through the videos. One of those. It's so fucking bad. You have to rewatch the video 65 times to even understand what, like, why the guy shows you what it is. When they show you the solution, you're like, oh my god. You're like, oh my god, it's fucking bad. Watching the solution, you can't even, like, solve it because it's so fucking badly designed. You're like, oh my god, watching the solution is fucking bad. Like, okay, here we go. We're on track finally. We're on track here. I've come through this here so many times, but see, I'm not a mind reader, and I don't know why you would ever design a quest like this. But here's the quest solution. It's right around the corner here for some fucking reason. This thing right here, stop shooting me. Stop it. Stop this now. Stop it. Why do I have 7 mobs? They weren't here before. Okay, fine. Kill them all. Yeah, let's go. That seems fair. Yeah, that's really fair. Yeah, pretty fair how there's 7 of them and 1 of me. Pretty fair. Yeah. Great. Okay, guys, so this is the solution to the quest, right? Look at this piece of shit. How would you ever know that this piece of shit is where it is? How would you ever know? There's no indicator. There's no dot. There's no circle. They want you to search this whole area so fucking thoroughly that you kind of stumble past this thing here. And it is the worst quest. So quite literally, I could do Bethesda far, far better than Bethesda. This is the worst quest ever made in the history of video games. I would stake my life on it. The most non-intuitive quest ever made, with no indicators or any kind of hope of ever figuring it out where it is. And when anybody tries to show you where it is, you get lost in the one and the same design of this terrible place. And you're like, what the fuck? What is he looking at? He's trying to say, oh, it's around the corner of the first building and to the left on a cliff by a ledge with some plants. There's a mailbox that looks like everything else in the terrain half buried. That's what they say when they try to describe this quest. Because trying to describe where this is goddamn torture. It's torture for them. It's torture for the people who have to do the quest. It's torture for the guys who designed it. I don't know why you designed it like this. And I would like to smack you in the streets. I would like to literally smack you in the streets for designing this quest. I'd be like, yeah, this guy, he deserves one. Smack him. You know? I don't mean like physical threat, like you deserve physical pain. I'm talking about you deserve a metaphorical smack up the side of your fucking head for fucking up this goddamn badly. Y'all fuck around way too much with your fucking quest design. You phone it in, you cash it in, you fuck around way too much with your quest design, and you steal millions of hours of people's time. Steal it. They don't want to lose millions of hours, 5 hours on a goddamn recruitment blues quest. The intro quest is some shitty side quest line. They don't want to lose that time, but you stole it anyways. And I say, why aren't you in jail? Why aren't you in jail? Seriously, I look at it like, why aren't you in jail? You seem to me like a criminal. You want to steal millions and millions and millions of hours of fucking time with bad design that you easily could have just fixed if you had gone and played the quest once yourself, but you never did. So we just get to suffer. And everybody who plays 76, they remember Recruitment Blues. And they're like, Recruitment Blues is when I decided that this billion-dollar cantankerous piece of shit was a bad game. Because that quest is the worst quest ever made. And they're not wrong. It is the worst quest ever made. Recruitment Blues is the worst quest ever made. And you should face a lot of goddamn derision over it. And I'm so glad that this torture is halfway over. I'm talking halfway over. Now that the butt rape that fucking mailbox has put me through. And if you think I'm joking, go watch the Patrician or the Private Sessions videos on these, where they literally spend 45 minutes talking about how this is the worst quest ever made. Fuck you, Bethesda. Straight fuck you. You don't have to live it. This isn't your lifestyle. You don't have to deal with shit like this. Fuck you. Quite literally, fuck you. How did it go live? How did it go live? Fire some people. The amount of millions of hours this has stolen, just this quest alone has stolen from mankind, literally makes you war criminals in my book. You cannot make design like this. You can't do it.
Greetings, C42. Male identified. Scanning.
This quest wasn't bad. The mailbox was bad. The quest is fine. The mailbox was the worst thing I've ever seen in the history of gaming. Hands down. It's the worst example of the most buggy design in a AAA massive title, where they just waste 5 hours of your time for no reason. I've never met anybody who didn't waste 5 hours of their time on this horrible quest. Even the streamers spent 5 hours of their time on this horrible quest, doing it 2 or 3 times. They're like, Jesus Christ, why would you design a quest like this? And I'm just going to stop talking about it, because I could talk for the rest of my life about the industry theft that you call video game design. I'm sorry for the rage out, guys. But, you know, this is what was going to happen. If you guys didn't know it was coming, you're not a Fallout 76 fan. If you didn't know Recruitment Blues rage was coming, it's part of the whole story. Everybody does this, not just me. Everybody's like, this game's worthless. I'm going to quit the game now. Pretty much everybody is. I keep playing the game because I'm stupid. This is where everybody quits. Right here, this quest. They're like, nah, if all the quest design is like this, it's not a game worth playing. And they're not wrong. They're just not sadists like me. They haven't been anally raped so many fucking times by video game design that they're just used to it. You know? Or, well, they have been. They're just better at dealing with it than me. I'm not good at dealing with it, you know? Please fire the weapon. Please fire the weapon. Please fire the weapon. I stand there and I watch you try to squeeze the trigger for a long time. And I'm like, how did you go live with that? I consider that abuse. Basically abuse. How did you go to live with this gun that won't fire? I don't know, but please do something. There you go. If you think I'm overtuned and I'm biting it off too much and I'm kind of raging a bit too much, watch any other content about this video and you will see the exact same fucking rage. It's the worst quest ever designed. I don't know how else to say it. And I am not alone. I've watched like 1,000 people rage and pull their fucking hair out over this quest. I'm not alone. And I get the same rage every single time. And so do they. And most of them walked away from the game. I stuck around for some fucking reason. Why do you design quests like this? Don't do it ever again. Don't ever do this again.
Greetings, C-42. DMV AT21C-V. Recognized. Processing. All required paperwork for ID renewal is in order. Error. Department B is for renewals only. Department C is designated for new IDs. Have a nice day.
Worst Bethesda quest ever made. It's a lot of Guinness Book of World Records for the ineptitude of a massive company, just a small indie development company, and the ineptitude that they inflicted upon the masses that cost like the 6 million people that played this game somewhere between 1 and 5 hours of a loss of their time for a single quest. It's the worst time sink fuck up, like I would say essentially like boner. It's almost a political boner. It torched the reputation of Bethesda. This quest torched the reputation of Bethesda. They'll never live it down. You would think that they would go back and fix it, but they don't care. And here's the proof. You're living it right now. You're watching it. They don't care. They don't care that this literally torched a quarter of their investors' goddamn profit line. When 76 went tits up and their investors went, ah! You know, their investors are like living out a horror movie when 76 tanked. The investors are like, what? And it's because of this quest. And it's one guy, and they won't fire the one guy, and they aren't aware of it. They don't play their own games. They're not aware of it. They haven't fixed it or patched it or done anything to fix any of the horseshit that it is, or any kind of guidance about where the letterbox is or any of that shit, because they just have no idea that it even happened. They're just living in their big Scrooge McDuck's mansions and their Google offices all their lives, you know, taking their nice like car service to work and to the Starbucks and stuff, and they don't play the games that they make or anything like that, or how many millions of hours it steals. You know, if you have 6 million people that bought Fallout 76, which is how many people bought Fallout 76 and played it too. 6 million fucking people bought this game, and they got to this quest, and they lost at least an hour, if not 5 hours, like I did. And some of us are so bad we did it 2, 3 times. So, like this quest 2 or 3 times, right? And we rage every single time we do it, just like everybody else does. And the investors don't fire the guy who made the quest because they don't know what's going on. They're living up there in their Scrooge McDuck McMansions watching Gone Girl or whatever. You know, they don't care. They don't care. They don't care. They have no idea it's even going on. They're just you know, calling up Jeffrey so they can fuck children. They don't care. They don't care. They have no idea. They have no idea this quest exists. You know, they made it, but they don't know it exists. Because once the game goes live, they don't give a shit. They don't turn back. They don't play their own game. They don't think about patching anything. They patch things if they're bugs, but they don't patch bad game design. They don't patch that. They just pass that cost on to the consumer. Look how this quest just keeps on going, and its level of horseshit. And Sessions gave him tore him a new asshole over this. Fucking, you know, fucking Patrician tore him a new asshole over this. Every Skyrim streamer tore him a new like every fucking Bethesda streamer tore him a big fucking asshole over this quest, right? Many a true nerd talked about it for 2 solid fucking hours in the video, How to Make 76 Great Again. He said, well, that quest recruitment blues is the worst thing that Bethesda's ever done, and it's actually an industry theft in terms of its a level of destruction of people's time. You know, it's like so bad that it literally is like a war crime in terms of how much time it steals from the Fallout 76 community on the daily level. Everybody deals with this quest all the time, and so and it's this terrible debacle, and Bethesda doesn't know. It just works. Bethesda doesn't know. It just works. I can do Bethesda better than Bethesda. Absolutely. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, I fundamentally believe it. Fundamentally, I don't brag this so I can get some reaction or some troll out of people. I fundamentally believe that a 5-year-old could do Bethesda better than Bethesda. If a 5-year-old gets some reviews from his beloved fans that his or her rendition of Shirley Temple is, you know, a little bit kitschy, they listen and they fix their approach. You know, Bethesda just isn't even aware that it was bad. They don't even know. Todd sits back there on his pile of money and his little children that he has sex with and all this, and he thinks about his profit lines and how bad the bugs are. They don't care about how bad the design is. They only care about how bad the bugs are, because the bugs will get him in trouble with the FCC. The bad game design won't. And I don't know why that is. Lawyers, where are you? Do you see how I could talk about this for the rest of my life? I could just run my mouth in a courtroom in front of a jury for the rest of my life while I basically hunt these guys. You know what I'm saying? I want to hunt the guy who created this quest. I want to hunt him. I want to smack him, you know? I really want to rattle and shake him and be like, wow, I'm going to force you to do this quest for the rest of your life over and over again. That's the punishment. The punishment fits the crime. You know what I'm saying? I want to make the guy who designed this do this quest for the rest of eternity. I believe that's what I would tell the judge. I would say, Judge, I don't want any money from the quest designer. I just want them to admit that this stole 1 million hours and it's essentially a war crime in the level of how many millions of hours that this particular quest stole from people, right? It's like 30 million hours that this quest stole from the Bethesda public, right? And so I'm not saying go to jail for that. I'm saying I would like you to, well, I am saying go to jail for that, I think. Go to jail for that, and I would like you to play this quest for the rest of your life. You are mandated to run this quest 10 times a day for the rest of your life, and you'll understand what it's like. You'll understand what it's like and why you shouldn't commit quest design like this. And I know that's your product and it's not your problem that you do this stuff and you have all these issues and stuff. I'm very sympathetic to you as designers and stuff. But I believe that's the punishment that deserves the crime of the war crime that is this quest. I believe that the designers should be forced to do the quest all day, every day for the rest of their life. And that would prevent this from ever being done in the scene again. The criminals need some kind of goddamn punishment. The punishment should be, oh man, did you hear about blah 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 over at Bethesda? They finally busted him on a $100 million tort lawsuit, and instead of taking the $100 million out of Bethesda, they imprisoned the guy for life, and they forced him because he was guilty of 120 million, you know, whatever it is. He was guilty of 6 million counts of horrible time sink theft, right? He was guilty of 6 million counts of terrible time sink theft from the Bethesda public, the people who spend their money on the Bethesda games and stuff. So rather than, you know, so he went to jail for 6 million charges of theft, right? And so what they forced him to do was do the quest for the rest of his life in jail. And I believe that would be fitting. I know that sounds like it's hyperbole or crazy or over the board, but I don't believe it is. I believe he is a criminal and he should face some jail time over it, and I believe the punishment should be the quest. The punishment should be the quest. I'm not talking about butt rape in jail or steal all his money or fine him till he doesn't have any money left or force him to do, you know, court for the rest of his life like Trump. I'm talking about take him to jail fairly quick and force him to do this quest for the rest of his life, and he'll understand the kind of actual corporate theft that he has committed, and he will be held accountable. And his peers will understand, man, remember blah blah from Bethesda? It turns out he spent the rest of his life in jail because of the 100 million accounts of theft that he committed over the time sink loss over recruitment blues, and they put him in jail for the rest of his life. He's got to do recruitment blues 10 times a day. He either goes to the cell, he either goes to solitary like they do to me for drugs. You know what I'm saying? That's what I think they should do to these software developers. He should have to go to the hole if he doesn't run recruitment blues 10 times a day for the rest of his life, and he'll understand how much of a fucking industry theft this quest actually is. And that's what needs to happen. It won't happen, but that's what needs to happen. These developers, they need an eye-opener. They need to be gobsmacked by a lawyer pretty fucking bad. It hasn't happened yet. Redfall should be prosecutable. Redfall was $1 billion theft, and it should be prosecutable. Those guys should see jail. And you know what the punishment should be? They should play Redfall for the rest of their lives. They should be forced to play Redfall for the rest of their lives. I'm dead serious, too. I know it sounds kind of crazy. A lot of weird, sick people will talk about how they want to chop off these people's heads or, you know, chain them to walls or basements or put them in a prison cell for the rest of their lives and stuff. Yeah, I would say prison cell because I believe that's the level of crime that we're talking about, prison cell. And the punishment should be the quest, the design. Be forced to deal with the design for the rest of your life. I think that's about right. Punishment fits the crime. You know, do the quest for the rest of your life like us, and you'll understand. You committed a bad theft. Bad. Yes, put you in jail theft with that one. And you should be fired from Bethesda. You should be disgraced out of the community. You shouldn't work in the video game circle anymore. You shouldn't design quests like this. You weren't a credit to the community. Your work is not good. It actually cost us. It cost mankind hours. It didn't bring us joy. It cost us time. Your quest. It cost us time. And so I don't know about jail you for it. I'm being a little bit hyperbolic when I say that. But I do believe you should be forced to do the quest for the rest of your life. I believe the guy who made Recruitment Blues should be forced to do Recruitment Blues for the rest of his life. Yes. I full-blown, really, 100% believe this. Only then will they learn not to do it. Just like any other criminal. Gotta brutalize them. Like they did to me. I was brutalized as a criminal. So now I look at other criminals steal billions of dollars and skate while they sit in their McMansion in the fucking hills. And I think, nah, man, I want to see some prosecution for crimes that are far worse for shit that I went to jail for. Jesus fucking Christ, man. Where the fuck is the accountability? It's not there. Bethesda has no clue. They have no clue that they don't know what Recruitment Blues even is. They don't even know. I've been trying to turn in this application for a really long time. Are you going to do it for me yet? Are you going to let me do it? Why? Okay.
You are 21 years overdue. Please report to Section C.
Please wait for your number to be called. Have a nice day.
Last call for A2. J47. Calling J47.
Boy, you'd have to be a real asshole to build this quest.
Calling A2.
You'd have to have some real contempt for the people that you forced to do it. You'd have to be a real, pretty nasty person, I think, to will this upon someone. It's a form of torture that's very weird and creepy and.
Mandatory second coffee break in progress. Ending in 5, 4.
You think I'm being like hyperbolic? Let's pull an average Fallout 76 video where they talk about Recruitment Blues. How about a famous one would be Private Sessions, right?
AT21C and associated paperwork identified.
So yeah, this will be Recruitment
it's time we tackle
Blues.
the Raiders part in the main quest.
Scanning. Error ID 34B/1. Valid birth certificate required. Consult the helpful error assistance entries on the application terminal. Have a nice
Listen to this quest fail in the background in real time while it just steals more of my time.
Number to be called.
I'm just sitting here Googling and shit, you know. Oh, cool. Hey, there was an error or something, so it's just drawn out more. Cool. Thanks for that. Thanks, you fucking asshole. You fucking asshole. I'd really like to smack you for this if I could. I'd really like to smack you for this one. I think you deserve a good smack. And I really don't believe in violence. But I think you, like, a lot of people that get hurt really don't deserve it. And then the people who do, don't. You know? This guy, he deserves a good smack. I don't think he deserves to be hurt. I'm talking, he needs like a shocking smack. Like, not a harmful one. I'm talking a bitch slap or something. A wake-up call. Why did you design this quest? Why did you design it? Why do you have a job at Bethesda? Why are you in the community? Why are you a game developer? I'm dead serious. I question your ability to design games, etc., etc. And I'm scared that I'm talking about the main quest developer at Bethesda. I am fairly sure I am talking about the main quest developer at Bethesda. They're worthless. And I mean it. I don't know. It's so bad. It's the worst quest ever designed. It's the worst quest ever designed. Worst quest ever designed. Watch me spend all 14 hours of the stream on this one particular quest, because I have. We're pretty far into into the stream, and I'll spend the entire 14-hour stream on this quest. It's not because I'm bad. It's because the quest is designed so badly that it takes between 5 and 10 hours to finish. I don't know why. Don't know. I didn't design it. They don't care. They don't care. So now that I've beaten this dead horse of a premise forever, I'm gonna let it go now, because I did get past the worst part of it. Oh, cool, you did a load screen for no reason? Is that what you did there? Hey, thanks, Bethesda, thanks. For stealing like 90 seconds of my time for no reason. Thanks. Good job, Bethesda. It's not stealing if you're willing.
Cannot proceed. A3. Error code 34B. /1.
No bullet drop is so weird. So it went over his head. It's the quest that never ends. It goes on and on, my friends. It's 5 hours long for no fucking reason. It's the quest that never ends. Come on, man. Just let me get through this. It's such a slog. It's like, come on, man. Please. Please don't suck any more dick. This is the worst quest ever designed. How much more?
Greetings. A3. Paperwork identified. Scanning. Scanning. Everything is in order. Proceed to the photography station to receive your government ID.
It's like they
Have a
want to
nice
punish
day.
you. It's like they want to punish you. It's just really gross. It's... Thanks for putting me through the DMV process in a video game, you fucking asshole. Fucking asshole. How dare you bring the DMV to the fucking video games? I didn't want the DMV in the video games. Why did you do this? Ugh. Ooh. This was hard to do. It was hard to take, frankly. And it's an opening quest for a side mission. It's not even the main quest. It's a side mission. Why? I'm just gonna let it go. I'm gonna get happy again. I'm gonna be like, well, idiots are gonna be idiots, and they're gonna design their idiot levels, and you can't do anything about that. Can't fix stupid. Even if it's $1 billion stupid. Okay, so complete the physical exam, huh? Register for the Brotherhood of Steel recruitment blues. Complete the physical exam. Into the fire. Oh yeah, I do want to do that one since I'm here. Let's do the other nightmare quest. Fucking 7.1 on Streamlabs. What's wrong with 7.1? You don't think I might want to provide a 7.1 experience to my fucking audience? What's wrong with you, Streamlabs? You can't do that? Not without crackling the audio, no. A lot of these games are 7.1. Give me what I fucking paid for. Why do we miss? Wow. What was that?
Kill them! Kill them all!
What? Why did I get ratted out so badly? I'm over encumbered again already. That's fine.
Wish Buckethead would show up. I'd rip his legs clean off. I'd rip his legs clean off. You hit like a rat.
Oh shit. Ah. God damn it. What?
Examination will begin in 15 seconds. Exam initiated. Activate initial checkpoint.